Hi girls and guys and girls. So I haven't posted here for a while. Went through a little bit of stuff that I would probably get into like in small bits, but I said what I'm gonna do to get myself back on my channel again. I'm not doing the cards. I will be speaking out of where I'm coming from on a regular basis without using any of the cards, because I had a few people who were being malicious towards me in certain ways, and just treated me like I wasn't worth anything, or like I was doing something that was bad or difficult towards any other person, or like stealing their limelight or whatever the hell it was that they thought that was happening. So like I just said, you know what, in just to save myself, my soul, the way how I feel, and be the genuine person that I actually am, I will stick to me being me and speaking about the things that really affect me and make me feel like I need to address and get through to people on a regular basis. So I decided to name this one Women Who Are Confident Do Not Hate. Okay? Like literally, when you're a woman who is confident in everything that you do for yourself, no matter whether that's how you dress, how you look, how you talk, the way that you walk, when you are a confident woman, you do not hate on anybody for anything that they have, anything that they do, and all the rest of that. Like, you don't even care. Like, other people's business doesn't come into the way how you feel, the way that you think on a daily basis. People who are out there that probably don't like you are irrelevant. And that's just the way that I feel like every confident woman or every woman should be, right? Because who are they to determine who you are supposed to be at the end of the day, right? So I read something a few months, well, not even a few months ago, like sometime last year, in order to get through to a couple of girls or women. And I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read out that passage, right? It's going to start off, you're probably thinking, what's this all got to do with like being a confident woman? But I'm just gonna put it as it is, and the way that I see it as being, and the way that we're supposed to address things, and the way that things are in our society today. Okay, right. So this is how it begins. It says, taking our first breath in this world, we know no difference in colour. We have blurred vision, and the only real smell and voices we know are those of our parents or parent. Everyone knows the process of a newborn baby, right? Even if they have not had a baby themselves, they have a family member who has given birth and then brings them to meet the family. The point of this being said is an example of how our lives were once in the hands of others. We had no sense of danger. We only knew warmth and comfort in the arms of people we didn't know yet. Even if it was just for a little while, it was a safe place. As we grow, we evolve and become aware of our surroundings, but we are still new to all of this, and we are intrigued by many things, just pottering around, being redirected from item to item because it looks like something fun to play with. We go on to stay and play and nurseries, meet new friends, actively play and communicating, even if it isn't with words. Some of us shy and withdrawn, some brash and bold, some children naughty, etc. And still, we are not aware of any differences. In actuality, one of the things that makes anyone aware of any differences in each other is your family's upbringing. We say we accept the fact that we are all different, that we do things differently, say things differently. Many may speak in different languages, may even have different religions. But does that give you the right to hate someone because of a difference? No. And there should be no excuses for that type of attitude towards it. For their families' histories go back to many generations that celebrated, cherished and loved in their own way. Am I saying that one person's way is the only way? Again, no. I am merely saying that just because it's not the way you were taught, it does not mean it is the wrong way. So how can we change our mindset and become as we were when we were younger? Right, let me just scroll down a little bit. Can it be accomplished by simply becoming accepting of others, seeing things through love and respect of another human being and their experiences? Is your mind open? Are you closed off to other people's beliefs, sexual orientation, religious beliefs, and political views? Or are you capable of having empathy for those who may not have as much as you, come from a good family background, etc.? Or do you feel like you are better than others because you have more or something? Look a certain way, dress a certain way, and are popular. This is called living in the ego. We will get to that. We will touch upon that situation, because that in itself is actually a situation. But in the end, we all carry flaws. Some have been passed down to us and we have taken them on as our own. This is a pattern, and this pattern could be repeated for generations to come, just like religions and many other belief systems. So with that, I ask, when you meet a female and you automatically do not like her, say because her hair is not done in a common style like every other female you see around or on the internet, she's different because she's confident enough to do what she likes with her hair, but you don't like it because you think she looks crazy, different, or silly for not following the trend. That within itself is passed down insecurity and belief. You could have heard a family member comment on someone's appearance before and felt like that was what you were supposed to do. Picking up even the slightest movement of your hand when saying it, giving the side eye, etc. These are all called learned behaviour. So how can you change this? These are all questions, all relating to how you feel whenever you feel like there's somebody you don't like and you feel like you have the need to put them down, or there's something that you want to get off your chest in regards to that person, just for the simple fact that you've met them and they don't meet the criteria of this type of person that you wish to have around you, or they're doing something that's similar to you, but because you feel like it's going to make you less popular and people will be more drawn to them, that you decide that you want to try and sabotage what they have. Like, all those kinds of things are all learned things, and like a survival thing, like dog eat dog kind of thing. And I personally am not a person who is a dog eat dog kind of person. I like to embrace people and see their good things that they do and accept them as they are and say that's really good, and like big them up as much as I possibly can, and be that person that's going to be there if they need any help with anything. I don't have a lot to help anybody with. I'm not saying like I'm some big top person out here that can help a lot of people, but I will genuinely try my best to help as many people as I possibly can. Like, even with these videos, I say, you know what, there's probably not even a lot of people who are actually on my channel, but if I can get to one person and one person is listening to me and they can understand exactly where I'm coming from, then at least I've affected one person. And you see that one person, then they could say, oh, something's triggered in them, and then they can affect somebody else, and then it will just continue and continue. And then the love will just keep on going all the way around the world, some way, shape or form, and one way in another. We're all here to affect this world in a different way, with our own talents, in our own time, and with the things that we know. What's the point in gaining knowledge and sitting down on knowledge and not sharing it with the world? That makes no sense whatsoever. So if I learn something, if I go through an experience and I feel some kind of way about it, and I can express it to people and tell them how it feels, then they can in turn relate to something that I've gone through, because they feel like they've gone through something themselves, or they're going through something similar themselves right now. Okay, so when I was here and I'm saying I'm trying to help people, like, it was something I'm genuinely interested in. I loved those cards. Like, they were so fun to do. Like, it felt like I was genuinely being connected. To be honest with you, whether the gift is still there or not is questionable, but some days I do actually feel like it is there. Have kind of predicted like a couple of things that have come about with myself, not with anybody else. I haven't really spoke to anybody. They're kind of things that have happened as well. It could be happening in your environment too. I've not spoken to a lot of people. I've been getting rid of a lot of people out of my life. They've just been just vanishing. Like, I'm growing, and whoever's not supposed to be there around me is naturally being taken away from my purpose in life, and that's okay with me. Like, I thought that it would hurt me a lot more than it actually has, and it really hasn't. And I've realized that there's certain things and certain people that can hold you down. And when I used to say on here about cutting cords, I don't cut cords anymore. What I focus on is focus on that person who I wish to be detached from, and hand them back their chains. Like, basically take them away from me, from wherever I feel that they could be affecting me. Close my eyes if I feel like it's a link between us in our heart, but wherever it feels like, wherever I can vision it coming from, I kind of pull them out slowly, and then I hand them straight back over to the person in front of me, thank them for everything that they've done for me, the teachings, everything like that, and helping me, stuff like that. And then I pull my cords from them, and thank myself for going through the process and learning the lessons that needed to be learned. Like, I've literally gone about it in a completely different way now, because cutting can also lead back to it just being rebuilt back again. If I can see all the things that I wish to let go of with that person and say, that's it, that's all, I'm not interested anymore, and hand them straight back and thank them for it, then that's good enough for me. Now I can continue on my journey and do the things that I need to do. I still love all my crystals. I try and keep myself as grounded as I possibly can, right? Recently I have noticed, like, obviously I'm still like really can't really say obsessed, but I'm a person who loves love, right? Like, love is something that I feel like everybody should have the opportunity to feel, okay? I think as humans within ourselves, we don't really know how to love to the full extent, okay? Because we'll always kind of hold something against someone for some kind of reason, because it's just human conditioning. And that could be like the smallest of things. It could be anything really small, and we'll still get upset about it and feel some kind of way about it. So it's just literally just being present and saying to yourself, you know what, maybe right now in this moment there's nobody who fits the bill for me to be with, and it's best that I am alone, right? And there's nothing wrong with being alone, there's nothing wrong with being single for the time, and just enjoying your own company, okay? There could be somebody out there who right now you actually like, but they've been playing you along. I've got a feeling that there could be somebody out there who's experiencing that. They've been stringing you along for a while, to be honest with you, saying, they like you, or they've been texting you and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you won't hear from them, and then it's like, then they're back again and just playing the games with you and stuff like that. And I'm just here to turn around and tell you, just leave it alone, okay? Just leave it alone. It's not worth it. So now you're just going to be like, you know what, focus on your own energy and what you need to do for yourself. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. I'm just going to say, when that person is ready, or when you're supposed to meet that person, you will definitely meet that person, and it will be soon. It'll probably be in a social gathering also. Like, it could be something that's a big party or a small party, or just like going out on the road, like the normal, like you can meet your soulmate anywhere. I don't even believe in the twin flame as much as I used to before. I don't like the word of it anymore, and that's because of certain things that I experienced within my journey, and I'm going to do a separate video on that. I would believe that that's something that I would have to go into, and you may think that I've gone insane, and that's totally fine, but because there are people out there who don't have your best intentions at heart. Like, there are genuine people out there who will try and hurt you. So it's best that you guard yourself as much as you possibly can. Put your walls up, ask your angels to protect you from anything. Make sure that anything that's being sent towards you doesn't affect you, hurt you in any way. And send it back to source energy and turn it into love energy, so that we can try and help as many other people as possible, instead of spreading like negativity and hate. There's a lot going on right now, and even with that, like, sitting there and worrying about whether somebody really likes you and stuff, and we're in the middle of COVID, is insane. Like, literally, just take care of yourself. You are the main priority right now. If your body and your mind is turning around and telling you that you need to stay indoors and just go and get the essential things and not rush around or be anywhere else that you're not supposed to be, then don't do that, okay? if you have to go and work, then you have to work. That's, you know, if you're an essential worker or they've said that you have to work, then, you know, you go and do that. But personally, just make sure that your health is always at the forefront of anything else, and that nobody is dictating your life and telling you what you should and should not be doing. And I think that's where I kind of went wrong. Like, I was looking to other people for answers when I'm equipped enough. I have the tools available to me whenever I need them to, you know, get to where I need to get to and get the things that I actually need. I don't need anybody else's help so much that I need to take their word for anything, or, you know, say, you know, can you tell me what this is going to be? I don't need that. Like, I'll have people around me now who are genuinely there for me, and I'm there for them, and like, we can help each other in the same way, and, you know, learn to progress with each other and get better in life, because that's what we're here for, and to learn off each other, not to hate each other, and, you know, wish ill things onto people and all those kinds of things. That's just really evil, and I wouldn't even wish them things back on anybody. I just turn around and say anything that was sent to me, to send it back, because I didn't want it. What do I want it for? Do you know what I mean? People don't genuinely like me because I sound like this. I barely swear. I try my best not to swear. I only rarely swear, like if somebody really gets on my nerves, and I don't like doing that because I've been around an environment where I've heard a lot of swearing. I tend to not want to swear, and that's just because I'm trying to break that as a passed down thing. Like, I call them curses. Like, they're little things that our elders and people in our family do, and we don't want to continue the cycle of doing them same things that they do. I just want to be different. Like, I am a different person anyway, so why not be different, in the sense to say that I don't want to continue the swearing, or I don't want to continue eating the foods that my family members eat, and, you know, little things that I can change within myself to make myself a better person. They don't have to like it. I'm the only person who has to like it. It's the same with anything that goes with you. Anything that you do, you're the person who has to like it. From it's not hurting anybody, you know, and you're not wishing any ill intentions on anybody. Do what you have to do in order to make yourself feel good and make your life feel great. Okay. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Whether anybody watches this video, it's nice to actually have you here with me. You know, thank you for being here all this time and not like deleting the channel because I haven't posted anything. Thank you guys, and take care. Ciao.